I hope you're doing well. This video is first in a series on the fruits of the Spirit. We'll be reading from Galatians chapter 5, verses 22 and following. He says here, "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such there is no law." Now, fruits we understand to be the byproduct, or not the byproduct, but just simply the product of something, If you have an apple tree, it will grow apples on it. You don't expect to see oranges on it. You know you're not going to get pineapples from it. You're going to get apples, right? But if you want to see that tree bear forth fruit and do it well, do it abundantly, you're going to have to cultivate that tree just a certain way. Now, the same here is true with fruits of the Spirit. They are the product of living a Christian life. But if we want to have love and have it more abundantly, if we want to have joy in our lives, we're going to have to cultivate those things. Now, there's a reason love comes first on this list. Here it's agape, brotherly love, charity, benevolence, brotherly kindness, right? Goodwill towards one another. Now, that is something difficult. That's why I said, yes, it's a product of being a Christian, but you cannot say, I'm a born-again, baptized, saved Christian and expect to have love right off the bat. That's not going to happen. We wish it would, we wish it could, but oftentimes it doesn't happen that way. We have to cultivate this, and the reason it's first on the list, in my opinion, and I might be reading too far into it, but I think this is a good theory. The reason it comes first is because if without love we wouldn't have, say, gentleness. Without love we wouldn't have patience. Without love we wouldn't have charity, later mentioned in the following verses. But love here, brotherly kindness, goodwill towards one another. Now, joy, second fruit of the Spirit mentioned, and I'll try to go through 2 of these per video, but joy is the second one mentioned. Why does he say that joy is a fruit of the Spirit? Well, as we mentioned just with love just a moment ago, these things are products of Christian living, of being saved and living a Christian life. But, again, we have to cultivate these things, just as we would anything else. But joy here is choosing to be happy. You say, well, that seems harsh. But I believe it's true. And I'll tell you why. We can be joyous, and I'll tell you we can choose to be joyous because of one thing. Well, multiple reasons, but all stemming from this one thing, that God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. If that's not enough reason to have just a little bit of joy, dear friend, I don't know what is. Joy is the reason that Paul, when he was in prison, still chose to sing. So I'd like to encourage you throughout this week to live with joy, to live with love. Try to cultivate these things in your life.